let's swap over. So, this is our PvT we're going to focus on here. As mentioned before, this is the series we want to really be keeping an eye on. In the quarterfinals of today's Kung Fu Cup, in the bottom right, our Red Protoss player from Dragon Phoenix Gaming, this is PartinG. And in the top left-hand side, the Blue Terran player from Kaizi Gaming, INnoVation. Game 1 of this best of 3. So just a reminder, these guys did play in the last Kung Fu Cup we casted, and PartinG was able to take that one down 2-1. Hoping for another fun series here between the two of them today. And I will just say as well that I'm hoping this is a good series, because I'd kind of love to upload this one to YouTube, because I don't have a YouTube upload for today just yet. So if this one goes on YouTube here on the, is it the 5th of March today? This is on, if you're watching this on YouTube on the 5th of March, well, you're in for a good series, one that was good enough to upload the same day. So hello, if you're on YouTube as well, welcome. Love you guys. Don't forget to like and comment. Help me with the YouTube algorithm, because we've taken a bit of a beating due to I am kind of Italy. And don't forget to subscribe on YouTube too. This goes for all you people watching Twitch right now as well. If you want to help us out on YouTube, we are 380 YouTube subs away from 15,000. So help us out with that goal. Doesn't take much to subscribe on YouTube. That helps us out a whole bunch. That said, I'm done being a little bit naughty and just selling out and telling you guys to follow me and stuff. As we go into game number 1 of this best of 3, let's have a little bit of a look to see what happens. Thank you so much, Sune, for the 3-month Twitch Prime resub. Much appreciated. Hope you're doing well. Thank you indeed for the love. Thanks for coming back. Always appreciate it. Now, PartinG is already playing a little sneaky here. This pylon proxy in a PvT is not the most common, not the most standard of ways to go about it. As we do see the SCV moving out in towards the center of the map. Obviously, has already come across here and just seen the natural expansion, checked up into the main base. Knows nothing too crazy is going on. PartinG not even going to use this pylon, is just going to build the Stargate in the main base. So, kind of interesting, because if the Reaper comes out and does jump up here, it will see the Stargate. But the SCV Scout did see a missing pylon. So I'm seeing a missing pylon. INnoVation is kind of convinced there's something on the map somewhere. He's just trying to figure out where, when in reality the pylon is just out here. So a little mind game early from PartinG, just to try and keep INnoVation from truly knowing what's happening. And that's always a nice little victory early, if you can just be a little bit annoying, make the Terran guess a little bit, throw him off his information game. It's always these little things that help you go a long way in the matchup. As we do see, the Reaper coming back around over the left-hand side. Oracle starts up from PartinG. Adept going to set up as well. And just going to be seeing this getting ready to go. Reaper coming back around up in towards the high ground. Pylon blocking off nicely as well. So again, you get up there, you get to see the Stargate. And INnoVation's already set up into the tech lab. So he seems to really like just blindly going in towards the Cyclone nowadays if he doesn't quite know what's going on. And that's exactly what he will do. And honestly, it's such a good setup against the Stargate open. It helps you so much. A Cyclone out already against an Oracle, and I mean, it really opens up aggression against the faster third Nexus off of a Stargate opening. So we'll see exactly what INnoVation does. He's going to go for that medevac too, so he's really going to go to try and move across the map against this. Honestly, I kind of like it. I kind of like it so far. Hey, what's up, Mike? Awesome to see. Continuing the gifted sub for Movement. Actually going to talk about Movement in a little bit. We've got a special announcement from them to bring up. Thank you so much, Mike, for continuing that gifted sub. Twilight Council and the Forge dropping down, so PartinG already looking to continue onwards though, but he did build just the one Phoenix. It does feel like there's a lot of investment here from PartinG right now that isn't really kind of value on the map. The thing is, INnoVation not going overly aggressive with the push this game either though. He's not bringing the Cyclones, he's just bringing the Marines and the medevac, but look at PartinG moving onto the map. He may be a little bit out of position to deal with a drop, so definitely some possibility here for INnoVation to get some damage done, as we will see INnoVation making his way towards that main base in the next couple of moments. Just going to be seeing a couple SCVs going down as the Oracle actually comes into the main base, and we'll have a pretty good time to start off. So that's having some fun already, as we do see the two Cyclones now do end up coming along. Drop into the main base, and PartinG will look to lose a few probes already, so a few probes already going down. So a bunch of workers already dropping here. I mean, this is already equaling up the damage done across the map. The Cyclones will not do much at the front, mind you. So they won't do a lot, but look at this. I mean, these Marines have done crazy damage and forced so much lost mining time as well. A couple Stalkers here now will probably be able to start making this defense. Marines might just go for the Oracle. They will at the very least bring the Oracle a little bit lower down here. And a couple more pros available. I'm still kind of surprised we saw more SCVs going down across the map. In the end, this damage is pretty even across the board, as we do see a few Marines just escaping away up this right-hand side. The Phoenix coming along, and the Stalkers of PartinG moving out onto the map to see what he can do as he gets Blink up. He's got a lot of Stalkers to make use of here. Maybe looking for a stim pack denial. Let's find out as he goes across to the upper left. Hey, what's up everyone from the Livy B stream? Welcome. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Wardy. I'm on a 90-second delay, so sorry for taking a little while to say hello. But thank you so much for joining us, and this is the Kung Fu Cup. Lots of great players today. Currently the round of 8 between INnoVation and PartinG. As we do see PartinG, he wants to blink up into this here. There's no tank or anything to help hold position. There's a lot of Cyclones. They're going to start getting some lock-ons right about now, as we will see a couple Stalkers going down. And these first few Stalkers, though, they got a few kills there. I don't think PartinG will be too upset about how that went down. Third Nexus already coming up. INnoVation has a third CC that needs to move into position at some stage. Stim pack on the way as well. Those extra racks coming through. I mean, INnoVation's follow-up here eventually is going to look good, but just still for the moment has to deal with these Stalkers, and that is turning out to be a little bit frustrating right now. Stalkers just getting away before the Cyclone gets the kill. So frustrating. As we do just see the Stalkers back in and get the bunker. I mean, when Stim finishes, life becomes so much easier, but no bunker also just means no Marauders in that. Really just getting a little bit frustrating right now is going to be seeing still this fight happening. You know, PartinG's doing so much with these Stalkers. The one benefit for INnoVation is that these Stalkers cost a lot, and there's a lot of them on the map. So, you know, this means that PartinG is really slow teching up elsewhere, so he doesn't have a lot of other tech on the map. It's just Stalkers, right? So that is the one benefit you can really look at here at the moment. There's a bit of bio going to stem some Stalkers already blinking away. Good micro from PartinG, gets the final Cyclone there before he blinks out, before losing anything extra. Oracle comes in, drops the Revelation down, bit of bio getting caught up, scan onto the third base here as well. So INnoVation going to go checking out that third base for the moment. Cannon coming up on the main. And these few Stalkers maybe wanting to come up towards this army once again, looking as though they're going to try make their way around. Couple Widow Mines going to go off, blinks away, so he's going to get, what, 2 Widow Mine kills? So much value for PartinG on these Stalkers. They're blinking on cooldown now, and some of them damaged. With the Stim in play, this is the opportunity, of course, for INnoVation to get across the map and maybe do something himself. Coming out and away down to the bottom right-hand side of the map. So, moving across down the bottom right here. A few extra sentries and extra Colossi warping in. Colossus would be a great help, but not ready just yet as PartinG sets up shield batteries. INnoVation is even pulling the SCVs. He's very serious about ending this game here and now. Can he do it? I mean, he took a lot of damage early. Widowmine gets a pretty decent shot. A few SCVs pulling back. The force field is very frustrating at the moment, although the sentries don't have too much more energy. Once these force fields fade, I mean, there's honestly, okay, that's a good set of force fields. Again, I didn't realize he had 4. Makes a big difference. Zealots charging forwards, but honestly, the force fields kind of hurt the Zealots more than anything else. INnoVation has a 30 army supply lead. Shield batteries are now up, though. In the end here, PartinG has bought himself a lot of time. Widow Mine's going off. Hits one of the Immortals with Widow Mines. That's really nice. Colossus going to be a target here as well, of course, as this Bioforce pushes forwards. The Immortal finally goes down. As probes pull into this, though, it looks as though PartinG probably just about has enough. INnoVation's numbers are really starting to be lacking. And that Colossus staying alive thanks to the shield batteries really is frustrating, because now that's obviously a major issue that you still have to deal with at some stage. The probes pull forwards one more time here. There's a few extra probes continue to drop, a couple extra Zealots going down. That's just not the army you need from INnoVation to really push through and break this, and that means that PartinG has got enough to hold on. Just did a bit too much with those Blink Stalkers. PartinG will take game 1 of this best of 3 here against INnoVation. GG. Happens. As we have got in the upper right hand side our red Protoss player. This up 1-0 is PartinG. Taking on the Blue Terran down in the bottom left-hand side. We have got INnoVation. So INnoVation down one map. Trying to get back into this. Can he do it? Took a lot of damage to the Blink Stalkers. Put him a bit too far behind. Nearly made it happen on the counter, but just not quite doing so great. Just a little too far behind as we'll get set up here. And in game number 2. Again, sorry guys, I am a little bit ill today, so excuse me if I'm stumbling over my words a little bit. I'm hoping, like I said, I'm going to take tomorrow and Saturday off. Hoping that I can come back full force on Sunday for the ESL Open Cups, etc. and really start pushing the StarCraft, because got a lot planned from next week onwards. We're going to be announcing that at some point. Some point. As we do see the probe coming on down the bottom left-hand side, looking to see what's going on. Sorry guys, I just looked at my other screen and I'm like, wow, that's a really weird place for Trap to build his gateway. It's blocking his gas. Turns out Patience has a gateway in Trap's mineral line. I mean, I don't even know how to explain this to you guys. It's actually just kind of crazy. Oh my god. Okay, well, that's going on in the PvP. I believe it's on Creighton Olsen's stream if you want to check it out in full. We'll stick in on this PvT as Montian drops in the extra $50 donation. Dude, thank you so much. Well, guys, after this series, we will announce the big WardiTV announcement that was set up and ready to go. And that's what we set the donation goal for, like I said. Sometimes you got to try and sell out. So, yeah. I'm just giggling at that series over on the other screen. Yeah, thank you so much, Montian. Gets the love in the chat's $100 donated. And like I said, we'll show a big announcement after this series. As PartinG opens this time with the proxied Stargate, I mean, in terms of mind games, it's already something that INnoVation's got to be wary of, right? Because you start the last game, you see a missing pylon. In this game, you're like, well, is there a missing pylon? No, PartinG actually built an extra pylon. So, you know, last game there was a missing pylon, there was no proxy. This time there is no missing pylon, and there is a proxy. So again, mind game upon mind game at the moment. INnoVation already going in towards a Widowmine setup now. Widowmines can do okay against the Oracle, but even better would be the Cyclone, right? Because the Cyclone is just that really consistent and safe way to shut down an Oracle, whereas the Widowmine is a bit hit and miss based on positioning. So we'll see how that sets up. As you do see this Widowmine already unburrowed and relocated. Just where is the Widowmine? Hello? Hello? Am I blind? It is in the mineral line. Okay. So it's just chilling over here. First Oracle is out from PartinG and making its way in. Now the good thing is obviously the Oracle shouldn't be able to hit the mineral line because of the Widowmine, right? I mean, maybe certain positions he comes around the side, he's going to blow up. So he gets one probe, sorry, 2 SCVs. But that's about it. That isn't too crazy. First Oracle going down. That's already a good defense from INnoVation. Maybe loses another SCV here, but he's going to get an Adept for it, which I think is also not so bad. Feels pretty good for INnoVation in the early stages so far. Feels pretty good so far, as we do see the Reaper back up towards the top side. Twilight Council on the way out. Stalker's still firing. This Reaper is going to end up going down, so Reaper will fall up on the top side here. Medevac now coming through into the natural. A couple of Widowmines going to begin to unload. So this is the counter pressure here from INnoVation. One Widowmine will just get one probe initially. 2 more still in the Medevac to hit the main base. And PartinG doesn't have units there. So he will just have to go for the full-on probe pull. Still one Widowmine in this Medevac, which I kind of like. You know, it's just... It kind of fakes out. It kind of makes you feel like it's all done. But there's still one left. He's going to burrow here. And, okay, the Oracle for a moment looked as though it was going to fly right into it. It will hit the Phoenix. That doesn't get a kill, but it does bring the Phoenix low, right? So it makes it a bit more targetable a little bit later on, as the Medevac will now go down. Blink still being chrono boosted out. So still again that Blink underway here, PartinG again, kind of falling back to what you used in the last game as well. Second and third gateways were nice and fast, so you really do have the option of building to a lot of Stalkers early in the game once more. Absolutely a possibility as Do you see these couple Stalkers going to take this watchtower? Forge on the way in the natural expansion. And the Marines coming forwards very neatly grabbing that Oracle kill. Not quite getting it in the end. It just about survives as well, as 1-1 upgrade still coming through from INnoVation here on this natural expansion. So INnoVation into all of those upgrades. We'll see what he wants to do along the upgrade timing this time. Does he want to pull SCVs? Does he want to go into... do you want to go in towards like a full-on SCV pull? Probably not. It probably depends a lot on what PartinG does. He adds on 3 more gateways. He is on 4 gases, so it's not completely committed. It is looking to be some tech along the way here. That tech is going to be a robot facility down in the natural expansion, as we see the Stalkers of PartinG continuing down towards the natural expansion. Couple of probes do drop to the auto turret. INnoVation's Raven already on the map and dealing some damage. Auto turret in the natural as well. Going to get 4 probes here in total then from the Raven. Not bad. Good little bit of harassment to start. Now he gets a Stalker too. These Stalkers ready to blink up, but plenty of bio in location. It's a little bit scary because INnoVation's playing a tankless style for the 2nd game in a row. But I feel like it's going to be okay for him to still make this work out. This bio really set up nicely in the main base. Some extra Stalkers warping from PartinG as well. Looking good at the moment as the robot facility finishes up in that back of the natural. And again, 4 gases, so definitely some tech potential, not just looking to be masses of gateway units. I said there was a tankless style. There is actually a siege tank here. Make that a couple, so... that's just a bad call for me. I actually missed these tanks altogether. Looked very similar to the last game where there was no tanks, but there is actually a couple here. So a couple before he went into the reactor for the Widowmine production. And there is Temple Archives on the way. So like mentioned, teching up here, and what a scan that is on the 3rd base. Sees the gases being taken, so INnoVation gets a full read on the fact that his opponent is teching up. That's actually a really nice scan timing from INnoVation. Really just gets full identification as to the fact that yes, PartinG is not just building gateway units at the moment. Couple of SCVs going down as we do see the bio army of INnoVation escaping out up the left-hand side, so maybe looking to do something out here with this. 6 more Zealots warping in. Storm +1 armor building up as well. Warp Prism loads up a few of these Zealots to take across the map. We'll start to bring these down. INnoVation on the map as well. Actually going to find the Warp Prism. I feel like he actually kind of ran past that. What is this? INnoVation, what are you doing? I mean, he drops 3rd base at the same time, but these tanks were just out in the middle of absolutely nowhere. The Marines could have killed the Warp Prism as well. For INnoVation, this is a huge slip-up because this could have been so much more already. Can he at least get the 3rd Nexus kill? These units aren't going to do anything trying to push up this ramp. INnoVation's actually decided to just drop into the main base. He's killed 14 probes, so he's doing decent damage. He's going to find one of the pylons here, but these gateways are powered by more than that. He's going to go around for the extra pylons. If he can shut down all these gateways, then this has actually got some potential. Because now he shut down a lot of the production from PartinG. INnoVation was just so sloppy elsewhere on the map at the same time. PartinG will be supply blocked as he rebuilds the pylons to repower those gateways. Oh, what a messy moment or two, huh? That was kind of crazy. That was kind of crazy. The rest of this bio coming back along. Ghost Academy about to finish from INnoVation. But that means he can go into Ghost production and enhance shockwaves. I mean, it feels like INnoVation's hitting a more comfortable stride in this game now. But yeah, can you imagine the difference? Yes, this drop goes off, but then you don't lose the 2 tanks here. You stim these Marines to actually kill the Warp Prism. The difference is big. Like, yes, this Warp Prism hasn't done much just yet, but even just the 2 tanks being alive, you siege these up for part of this fight. And that could have been big as well. INnoVation still has these drops on the left side at least, and that's nice because you can combo it with a push elsewhere at the same time. As he goes to 2-2, he will be taking an upgrade lead with the enhanced shockwaves on his side as well. Ghosts coming through still, extra barracks still in production. And just going to be seeing INnoVation still pressing up the right, looking to push on through. The extra high Templar setting up right now from PartinG, the bio coming forwards. Couple Zealots already taking some damage. The high Templars from the side. Decent storms. Definitely a good way to start. That Archon takes a beat and it will go down. Just the one good thing for INnoVation here. At least those storms didn't go off for free. Now that Warp Prism coming through looking for storms as well. High Templars are going to find the storms because there's no EMPs available on the Ghost at the same time. However, the drop back on the 3rd base gets the kill. And PartinG is going to be pushed back into a 2-base all-in now. if he wants to do something in this game. INnoVation's army supply is down, but you've got to remember his army supply is backed up by 2-2 upgrades and the freedom to wait a little while as well. He'll drop up into the main base here, go for some probes, maybe even shut down those gateways once again. EMP is dropping already. This army hurting a little bit. Those shields means the 2-2 upgrades really come into play now as well. Yeah, this drop in the main will just be left there to do what it can. These Zealots kind of fighting into a choke point, not looking their best at the moment. One extra round of Zealots now warping in, an extra bit of bio coming through as well. The Zealots here will be the one thing that makes life difficult. The Stalk is blinking forwards, a couple of ghosts that were in this army now dropping as well. Reinforcements pouring out from INnoVation. Will they be enough as PartinG? He only has about 5 Zealots and a handful of Stalkers left. This drop from INnoVation across the map is still doing so much damage. GG from PartinG, and INnoVation ties it up 1-1 in this best of 3. In the bottom right, a red Protoss player from Dragon Phoenix Gaming. Give it up if you're cheering on PartinG. Up against Blue Terran. Top left from Kai Z Gaming. We have got INnoVation. Who is Chance, who beat Bunny? Chance is a Korean Protoss player, currently about 6,400 MMR. Has been rising the ranks on the Korean server for quite a while, and good to see him putting those ranks on the ladder into results in tournaments. Very cool to see. Are the Chinese casters on Twitch? No, they are on Douyu, if I'm not mistaken. If you do want to find the Chinese stream, it is on the Wikipedia page, if I'm not mistaken. It'll be linked to the bottom in the stream section. Probably the easiest way to find it. As we set up into game number 3 of this best of 3 series. PartinG coming out through the center of the map here early on. INnoVation, similar ideas both games. Obviously PartinG changing it up a little bit here and a little bit there to make life a bit more interesting. As we do see the SCV gonna have a little fight with this probe here. And yeah, a little bit of a skirmish. Nothing too crazy. Hey, what's up, KBucksSC2? Thank you so much for the 13-month resub. Welcome back to the Wardy family. It's always good to have you. You know it is. Thank you so much. Welcome back. Good to see you. Don't forget, guys, all of these games today will be available in the replay pack we send out to subscribers on the Discord server, so go check that out. So go give that a little bit of a look. As our Nexus here from PartinG, about halfway down. And just going to be seeing the factory dropping in. Bunker at the front here from INnoVation as well. A lot of building up right now. As the SCV of Inno pulls back toward the upper left-hand side. And the Adept going to start shitting out as well. Reaper is going to have to dance around here just a little bit and be a little bit careful. Just trying to pick up some info. For the first time, yet to really see what the build choice is going to be here. Out of PartinG is going to be, well, you really didn't know. Twilight, Stargate. Twilight ends up going Stargate. As the Adept will chase the Reaper back again. No information for INnoVation still. So a third Stargate build in a row. We'll see what PartinG can do with it this time around. Hey, Big Daddy Goats, thank you so much for the 6-month Twitch Prime resub. Says really enjoyed your IEM cast and hope to see you at future tournaments. Thank you so much. And thank you, KMXSC2, on top of the sub. Also the 400 bits. Thank you very much indeed. Appreciate it. As you do just see, a couple of SCVs coming down. Bunker will be there, and a raised depot will keep this Adept blocked in. Reaper and the other Marine will pop out the bunker. Adept's going to shade out of there, but no damage done, no damage taken, really. As the Stargate finishes up in the main, and we'll start a Chrono Boost out this Phoenix at the moment. Setting this up, so Phoenix on its way right now. These two gateways of PartinG dropping down in the front of the natural expansion as well. The Reaper of INnoVation all the way down the right side of the map. Still just looking for information, right? I mean, he still doesn't know what the tech choice is, as PartinG did open just straight to Phoenix, so no real kind of hanging around. He jumps up here, still can't get far enough forwards to see what's up. Wall off from PartinG just in case of a Hellion run by. And again, those two gateways are going to be finishing soon, as we have got the Liberator from INnoVation about to pop out of the main base as well. This Adept will go shading forwards once more. And is going to go catching the Reaper just for a shot, though. So still keeping it around is nice for Minnow, because it's going to pick up the information on the third base, for example. So already seen that third CC time is pretty good for him here. As we will see the two Stalkers coming in, that Reaper getting shot down. Twilight Council building from PartinG in the main base as well, as we now have 4 Phoenix hanging around overhead. A Twilight Council and the Forge coming in then, setting that up. I mean, very standard follow-up here from the Phoenix opener into typically a faster charge. We already have the the Phoenix to kind of cover what the Blink Stalkers would usually do. So usually a faster charge and a +1 armor upgrade would be the way that PartinG goes into this now. Given that kind of power on the ground to clean up Marine tank pushes, etc., which is a possibility for INnoVation if you get charged in time for this push, right? I mean, that's the next question. 100-second build time. Chrono Boost will help to reduce that a bit, but well, let's see. INnoVation's already moving out onto the map, is already making his way out down to the bottom left side. Phoenix actually get one. Phoenix didn't do much yet, actually lost a Phoenix so far. So not so pretty for PartinG as this push will continue along. He's already building shield batteries on the third base. He realizes the trouble he is in if he doesn't get something up to help out there, so PartinG realizing the position. INnoVation might just look to try and siege up this high ground and work from there. Liberator in the main, in the meantime, by the way, is going to pull the Phoenix back out of position. So great little multi-prong from INnoVation. By pressing forwards, couple of Zealots still don't have charge just yet. Fighting just about in range of the shield batteries here as the Marines pulling back. Wants to try and target the Phoenix if possible, so that the siege tanks get dropped back down so they can get sieged up. INnoVation gets very far forwards before sieging those tanks. They're going to be in range of even the shield batteries here. Blowing up one of these Adepts already as the siege tanks will go down pretty quickly now. It looks as though PartinG will have a defense. The Widowmine will not do a lot. INnoVation trying to get some of the Phoenix kills in the end as the Liberator came back in. 6 probes killed in total, as INnoVation does have to go running. Will probably lose everything. These couple of SCVs would have been nice if he could have got out with those at least, but yeah, INnoVation loses a lot on the exit here. Is up in Workers. But yeah, up in Workers is pretty much all he's up in. As we are going to be seeing the 1-1 upgrades, the stim pack still coming through. Oh no, the Phoenix! Just flew into some Widowmines as the Adepts came into the natural expansion. Oh my god, he just lost all three of the 4 Phoenix. Wow! I mean, that turned around a bit out of nowhere as a few SCVs go down, but INnoVation getting rid of the Phoenix count is so nice for him as well. Apologies, guys. I was just taking a moment to cough a little bit with the muted microphone, and all of a sudden I come back and the Phoenix is getting blown up. This auto turret's been putting in some work as well. The Phoenix will get the kill on the Raven. 4 probes though, and a very nearly dead Phoenix. As we do see the probes hanging around, back to mining then at least, but there's so many disruptions in mining here from INnoVation. PartinG is just not being mining comfortably at all, and those advantages for INnoVation will absolutely lead into something eventually. INnoVation, maybe even if it's just the stim pack and so on finishing up, and Widowmine gets another kill over here as well. And PartinG can't really be affording this right now. He can't afford to keep taking these losses at this sort of price. Two gases finishing up on the third base at the moment, so getting those completed as we do have the rest of this army coming out the front of the third base. Zealots and sentries going out over the left-hand side. As we do have PartinG continuing up to the top of the map. So PartinG going to get aggressive here. 57 probes. Definitely down a little bit from where he wants to be. Problem is, INnoVation's already hitting his stride in this game, right? Where now these upgrades are completed. He's kind of wanting to fight for himself anyways. PartinG's going to send some reinforcing Zealots out over here, but honestly, these units might be able to fight them. If the Widowmines can get some good shots off, it's absolutely possible. He's going to pull back in towards the Widowmines. Really nicely done. And yeah, those Zealots will not do much at all. Meanwhile, the push forwards continues over here. Widowmines will get the Phoenix again. So the rebuild on these Phoenix has been absolutely worthless. They did nothing at all. The rest of you consider soaking Widowmine shots worth the investment, which I don't think it is. That's actually a bit messy. The Widowmines here blown up a lot of the Terran units. And there's not a lot of bio left over, but actually PartinG's the one backing away. More Zealots warped in here, so INnoVation has to pull reinforcements back to deal with it. But again, it's just Zealots that are bleeding out to no real advantage for PartinG at all. And it looks as though INnoVation is going to have this game 3 in the bag. It looks very good for him at the moment. He has an extra command center from INnoVation, drops down out over to this left-hand side. So he gets that CC up and running. For Prism, trying to find a way to get a bit more done with some extra Zealot reinforcements. I mean, it's kind of cornered here right now, and it will not go down, sure, but it's actually going to be chased by the few Marines. Can he get it? The Zealots are going to be able to protect, so the Prism survives. This army's still over here, just protected by Widow Mines, obviously making life difficult. Edges a bit further forwards again, and the Widow Mines are going to do okay. A couple of bio units getting caught up a little bit, but more Widow Mines still available. It's a lot of units lost here again from PartinG, and now the attack on the right side is ready to go, and PartinG just has not had the game he needed. But it looks as though INnoVation will be going to the Kung Fu Cup semi-finals. Bit of Gateway Army moving left and right here. Big drop from INnoVation into the main. You know what, PartinG is in no way, shape or form ready to deal with a big drop into the main base, and these Zealots are going to be running up from the natural. It's not going to be pretty as INnoVation just pulls back, lets the Widow Mines do some initial damage. Gets right behind this mineral line here, so Zealots are going to have a horrible time finding an engagement. And PartinG will type out GG to give INnoVation game 3 of the series. INnoVation 2, PartinG 1. GG's and well played.